You play about 3 games of Warhammer a week? Okay, nice. Yo, Justin!
Lowko man IDGAF about WH40k but love your SC2 streams man, thanks for the content. Look forward to laser squids and Cyril games all the time.
Thank you very much, Justin. Appreciate it. I've got another StarCraft cast going up on YouTube today. I'm trying to post 1 StarCraft cast every day for January, actually. I usually post about 5-6 times a week. Trying to see what happens if I stream every day, or at least most days on YouTube, and then also post a YouTube video with a StarCraft cast daily, rather than 5 to 6 days a week. Thank you, Justin. I think that'll do for the armor. Basically just base coated the entire thing.
You know what, why not £20, enjoy.
Absolute madman! Makes it 25! Thank you, dude. Thank you very much. We have YouTube Super Chats. Massive. Thank you, man. Okay, so for the cloak, there's 2 colors. There's like a cream inside of the collar, and then also a green outside cloak, which is a little bit messy. I should probably actually open the reference art. Hold up, let me see. Lionel Johnson. Yeah, we're just using green, by the way, as a base coat for all of this, because there's a lot more. They always have these 360 artworks on the website. It usually, at least usually they do. Where is it? Did I not have a 360 one for this one? No way. Do I have to guess? Okay, they have pictures of them, but not a 360. Okay, we'll just have to do some guessing in that case. I'll start with a very dark green for the cloak. Angel green, probably makes sense for the Dark Angels. I was almost gonna call them Black Templar. That doesn't make any sense. So this is just gonna be the base coat for the outside of it. And then we wanna also do a like a cream colored for the inside of the rope, which I'm gonna use some of the dusty, or was it? Ancient stone on. I do still have the rumbly paint shaker thing. I definitely do, yeah. There's little metal balls though inside of these paint pots, which is kind of nice because you can very quickly shake them up. So it's not that tedious. Oh, also actually for the black, I need to make sure that I base coat the backpack. So that's gonna go over here onto this entire area. Yeah, I love painting Tyranids. I was actually thinking about painting a Tyranid when I was thinking of like the next mini painting project I wanted to go ahead and do. But then I figured I'll do something a little different. I haven't painted a Space Marine in a while. Let's paint the most complicated Space Marine of them all. I mean, I guess this is not a Space Marine, but you get what I'm trying to say. This is a very difficult mini, I think, but... Yo!
Take my money so that maybe you can at least reach the 100k.
Huge, dude. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Thank you for the $10. Lowko already has a girlfriend? Oh! You mean take my money so... Oh, I see what you mean. Maybe I do, maybe I don't, guys. I thought the websites reported I was a multimillionaire. What happened? Didn't one website report me at $42 million or whatever? Based on absolutely nothing? No, I can't complain financially. Life's okay, dude. It's always a little uncertain being an internet content creator, but love what I do. Probably keep it going for a long time. Hopefully. Lowko won a date? Well, there's this website that reported me of having a net worth of $42 million. It also said that I was born in 1990 and it called me she. But anyways. All of those things are true. Yes. Clearly. Wow, look at the coverage of that, dude. I'll probably have to do a second coat, but I'm a little afraid for painting the cream stuff though, because the cream is not really a color that covers well over black. We do kind of need a strong base coat. I could probably use an airbrush for this, but cleaning the airbrush is gonna take about as long as painting it with a brush is. This is Dark Angel's Green, or Angel Green rather, sorry, from Warpaint's Fanatic. I don't really want to go Dark Angels, no, I'm just painting one Dark Angel. It's not really my goal to paint an army. I just paint individual miniatures. So my goal is to paint this guy really, really well. That's the goal. So we're starting with base coats right now, but I'm just gonna be... Unless I see other Dark Angel models that I really like the look of, I may paint more, but I'm not really planning on doing an army. Grey Knights are cool, yeah. Honestly, there's a lot of really cool models. That's the thing about Warhammer minis, dude. There's a lot of really cool ones. Can't really complain. I'm gonna need a bit of a smaller, a bit of a smaller brush as well. Yeah, I have an A-team of Warhammer minis, exactly. I don't have individual... let me see, I guess this will do. This is size 0. A little bit smaller. Also a little bit, like this brush is not great. This brush is a bit of a meme. It never really got a strong point. Should be okay though. Gonna be a bit easier for base coating some of these segments over here. Even though this is going to be covered up by the backpack, I do want to give it a bit of a base coat. So this thing is going to go on top. Why green, Lowko, and why not pink? I mean, this is the colors of the Dark Angels. But you can definitely paint however you want. There's people out there that do the most cursed color combinations ever, man. I've seen some glorious pictures on Reddit in particular for people that finally managed to get their girlfriend into Warhammer. And they paint them in like, you know, candy cane pink and everything. It's great. You can do a kitty Primarch, 100%, dude. It's kind of glorious, and some of it does look really genuinely very nice. Like, there's no rules. You can do whatever. The God Emperor blesses the Unicorn Marines. Ain't that the truth? Amen. You found Hello Kitty Space Marines? Yeah, dude, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, these have literal Hello Kitty heads, but yeah. There's no rules. You can do whatever. The Scarlet Legion. I don't mind it. Nah, I'm not planning on painting an army up to 2,000 points. Nah. Okay, we also have to paint the outside of the inner cloak, which is why this guy is not glued to a base. So I can kind of jam the brush in between. I mean, I might accidentally end up with 2,000 points of Tyranids. I don't really know exactly how much I have right now. But I've got a couple of the big centerpiece models for the Tyranids, and I love them, and I would like to paint more. I might accidentally have like 1,000 points of Tyranids when I'm done painting all the boxes that I have, but... This guy is a Primarch. So basically, he's the leader of a chapter of Space Marines. Basically, in the lore of Warhammer, there's this guy called the Emperor, who's born on planet Earth. And he has some genetically perfected humans that are all like a part of him. And there's like, I don't know how many Primarchs there are still alive right now, but basically there's a whole lot of different legions, and they get sent out into the galaxy to essentially capture and control worlds. So every single one of the Primarchs is essentially a leader of their own group of Space Marines. In the beginning of it, like in the Great Crusade, it's like 100,000 per legion. It's a lot of Space Marines. And he's essentially leading each of the armies. So that's what it comes down to. And they're all like basically going from world to world, forcing them to be in allegiance. It's not very nice. It's a lot of capture and control. Absolutely, yes. That's awfully close to heresy. No. They're making sure everybody is in favor of the Emperor. And they're practically immortal, so they're not really at risk of a lot of the things some humans are used to. They're like extremely aggressive Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, you could describe it as such. They're very persistent at the very least. They're spreading freedom by murdering everybody. But each of the Primarchs have their own little ways. And obviously, since they are out in the galaxy and trying to basically take control of every planet, they're also away from home for many, many, many years. So that's kind of the source of a lot of the problem. Like basically, at the beginning, the Great Crusade, like the Emperor himself is leading it. But then at some point he's like, yo, peace, I'm out. Let my 20 or so sons do the job instead. And some of them do, and some of them don't. That's the source of a lot of the Warhammer drama. Yeah, he's like, yo, I'm a little tired. Let me go and take a little seat in my nice golden throne. See you guys later. But he does have to get up every once in a while, though. Maybe he went back to... Yeah, he went back to Terra maybe to paint miniatures or something. Who knows what the Emperor is up to. It's kind of funny, dude. I have now read... so the backstory of a lot of this is the Horus Heresy. I have now read about 15 or so books. And I still don't know what the Emperor is actually up to. Like, I am still not sure what he's actually doing on Terra. Like, he pieced out at a Great Crusade. And I still don't know what he's up to. He's like, yo, guys, see you later. Bye. Nah, I would prefer not knowing, but I am getting a little tired of not knowing, though. So maybe I do. I don't know. He's trying to figure out some sort of warp-related thing, I believe, but I'm not exactly sure what's up. I'm painting the lion, Lionel Johnson. Yeah, in Warhammer 40,000, I know the Emperor is... That's after the events of the Horus Heresy. I know the Emperor is not doing so hot. But in the Horus Heresy books at the beginning, he's pretty chill. Stop that, Lowko. It's 40,000, chat. It's not 40k. What about 40,000k? Can I call it 40,000k instead? Would that upset you even more? Okay, we're gonna base coat the inside of the cloak. A color that does not cover nearly as well, I don't think. Or maybe it does. No, it doesn't. You need a nice strong base coat of cream. That's what no, chat. Yeah, it's gonna take a couple of coats. With a couple, I mean like 3 or 4. So if I would have glued him down to his base, I could never paint this area. Like, it would be practically without, you know, I could never reach this. To be fair, it would also be practically invisible. Some of it is still kind of impossible to reach. Okay. We'll have to let it dry. Come back in a minute. Lowko, good news. As far as I know, the reason for Big E going dark is explained in the 41st book? Okay, can somebody give me a quick rundown as to why the Emperor goes AFK? A little bit would be nice. A little bit of info would be nice. 41st? Nah, you can tell me now. It's okay, I'll live with it. He left the stove on? I knew it. It's a ski vacation? I don't think so, man. There's an Aldari webway, and he wants to ascend mankind, so they don't need to use the warp for travel anymore? Okay. So why does he not communicate this? Did he figure they wouldn't get upset? Did he figure everything would go splendidly? So it's actually a noble cause. I actually thought it was going to be something very sinister. Yeah, this is why the universe ruled by guys is a really bad idea, man. Like, we won't communicate. We just kind of assume. Bad idea, man. That's where it went wrong. Maybe Big E should have made some daughters instead. Ay, ay, ay. You'd imagine, yeah, he could have just mentioned the risks of chaos as well. Yeah. Little silly, eh? Big E is a bit of a memer. A little bit of a memer. So the bottom cloak is cream on the inside and the outside. So he's got 3 like layers of cloth. And in the box art, the inside and outside of the bottom one is the same color. Okay. I have watered down the color a little too much. Sick base coating, Lowko. Incredible. Yeah, it's always a little tricky to get a light color over a very dark base coat. I mean, for a first coat, this isn't even garbage, but look how pretty that is. Wow. He technically is mortally wounded. Right. Let me do one more cheeky little coat of the dark green here. Because I have it on the palette anyways. Yeah, some of the Warhammer books are just amazing, man. And then there's others that are like, I don't know, buddy. You like the Tau? I don't think the Tau are in the Horus Heresy at all, right? I don't really know anything about the Tau. I think the Tau are like a new race added with 40k specifically. What book would be, like, are there like books for the Tau specifically? Like, how do you know anything about Tau? Is this like a game-based knowledge, or? How do most people learn about these sorts of things? Because there seems to be a lot of niche information out there. I'm sure they have books, but they have to have story or like lore written about them, I guess. YouTube and Wikipedia? Okay. The second Deathwatch books have Tau? Okay. I feel like there's almost like too much, you know? It's really nice because it's such a grand universe, but at the same time, it is also a little overwhelming just with the sheer amount of stuff. I really need to make sure there's a strong base coat on the cream part. So... I don't know how many coats this is gonna take, but... maybe I should have used the airbrush. We're committed now. Most Xeno races don't have much written about them? Right. Yeah. Missed opportunity, man. I feel like I could do more of those. Hey, nice, strategist. Did you get your editing resolved? Like you mentioned, your Adobe Premiere broke your very long editing project. It's an Adobe product. I've had many issues with those in the past. They are pain. Okay, that already is covering a lot better. I don't know how many layers this is gonna take, but maybe another 2 to 3 and we're good. You're just starting from scratch again, trying to salvage it would take twice as long? Okay. You guys really like the color cream? Chat, that's just the name of this color. This one is called Pale Olive Brown, apparently. I don't know, man. What do you want me to do? Yeah, I guess Space Marines are easiest to write about, right? Because humans like reading about humans. But I wouldn't mind having something written from the perspective of some of the Xenos. I guess there's like some that are like highly intelligent that works. But I guess for most of them it doesn't really make a lot of sense if they were to speak perfect English, right? Like that's just... Like the Tyranids, you could have them as like an opposing faction in one of the books. But it doesn't really make a lot of sense, I guess, to have the Tyranids be one of the main points of view of a book. Maybe in a game it makes sense. Because you could have like descriptions written about them instead, but... Yeah. Plus, I think my favorite characters in the Horus Heresy books so far are usually the Remembrancers. Because I guess they're the most relatable. So maybe I say that I want, but I don't. New mini? Yup. There's a good few orc books out there? Okay. Yeah, exactly. Like, it doesn't make sense to describe from a Tyranid perspective why they do things. Right? Like, if they're supposed to be, like, insect-like, like, why does an ant swarm in real life do what an ant swarm does? They communicate with pheromones, I guess, and, like, you know, like, it doesn't really... A human description doesn't really make sense. This character is called Lionel Johnson. It's a little hard to see right now, but he's got a giant flowy cape. Okay, this is already starting to look like something. Okay. Tyranids are best covered in one of the OG Ultramarines books with Uriel Ventris. Part of the story is from the perspective of a lictor. Okay. I didn't know that. That's cool. Hey, Shadarki. Thank you very much for gifting us up to HSK. Okay. It's getting there. It's getting there. Shadarki, actually, man, at 820 gift subs on the channel. Absolute madman. Thank you, dude. Slowly chipping up over the years. A lot of this is going to be covered up by the shield later. Like, the shield is basically going to sit right over here. So the shield is, actually no, it's going to sit like right over here. I mean, I've got this little holder thingy, but it's going to cover up quite a bit of the gunk here. So the bottom of the cloak doesn't have to be too tidy. For now, I just want to do a strong base coat of it. I think one more coat and we'll probably be good. Yeah, and then we're gonna do some wet blending. So I want some of this color to blend into some of the darker recesses, which is kind of tricky to do. I'm not great at wet blending, but I guess we gotta learn. So we kind of have to picture, right? Like, if we think about where would the light be at its darkest. Like a fold like this, so when we think about the light coming in from right over here, a fold like this would be very dark compared to like the lighter spots right over there. Yeah, so we really do want to have a strong color of the base color, because otherwise it's never going to work. We really do need to make sure this is like one even color before we do anything. Blendy blend. However many coats is gonna be, man. More than this, I can tell you that much. The only Warhammer experience was Space Marine 2 for you? Yeah, from what I understand, apparently Space Marine 2 really brought in a lot of new miniature painters. They actually released Titus as a specific model. You can actually like paint Titus. Kind of clever. Because a lot of folks obviously want to be painting, you know, Titus. Just makes sense, right? Only through a physical store can you get one? Really? Ah, interesting. I didn't know that. So I have to physically go and talk to another human in order to get a miniature? Gross, dude. Talking to another human in real life? Hey, excuse me. Could I have Titus miniature, please? And then they can like sell you paint and brushes and everything else at the same time. Ah, cheeky. Cheeky. I'm painting a loyalist? I am, dude. Do you guys want to hear the sound of my blow dryer? Let me listen. Let me sing you guys the song of my people, because I'm tired of waiting. I am now calling it my blow dryer, even though I stole it from Lauren. Ah. She has not yet noticed it, gamers. No, we actually got another blow dryer. No, we got another one. It's okay. This has now become the mini blow dryer, although it's quite large. Anyways. How many codes do you reckon this is gonna take? I think this is like code 4 or 5. We're not there yet. Yeah, I heard Rogue Trader is amazing. I wouldn't mind doing Rogue Trader if the whole game, and I understand this is kind of me a lot, you know, this is me asking a lot, but Rogue Trader is not a voice-acted game. And one of the things that I loved about streaming Baldur's Gate is that it didn't require me reading everything out loud. I know I talk a lot during my streams, but I feel like whenever I have to read out loud every single conversation in a game like a CRPG, like Rogue Trader, it is a lot of talking. Not great for my voice. So I like playing those type of games, but also like signing up for 100 hours of reading is a lot, you know? It's a lot of work too, though, to, you know, voice act all of it. How much of it is voice acted? Really? I played a little bit of it. I feel like a lot of it wasn't, but maybe I'll give it a try at some point. I would like to. It's just kind of signing up for a super long playthrough on stream is always a bit tricky to me. It's like, okay guys, so for the next 3 months, we will play one game and one game only. I don't know. I might play it off stream a little bit. We'll see. See how it goes. Well, yeah, I've done a lot of StarCraft streams, that's for certain. It's tricky though. I find streaming CRPGs like Baldur's Gate or like, for example, Rogue Trader, right? Like kind of difficult because if you miss the beginning of the streams and you don't understand the story by like, you know, stream 4, it's very unlikely you're gonna watch any of the follow-up streams. You know what I mean? Like it's really fun if you can watch all of it, but I also, I can't really expect anybody to watch all of it, you know? Not the most streaming friendly genre in my mind. Okay. It's coming along. The cream is starting to look pretty solid. I think I'll check out CRPGs as like big releases come out. Let me sing you the Song of My People one more time. One last time. Is that a vacuum cleaner, Lowko? That is not a vacuum cleaner, no. You may get a second shot at guessing. A vacuum cleaner would be really unfortunate, man. It's Lauren's hairdryer! We got a winner! Yes! A great little painting tool. I highly recommend stealing your mom's or your girlfriend's or your grandma's, you know, just steal somebody's hairdryer. Like legally, you know? Just take it out of their room or the bathroom or whatever, and then hide it in your painting setup. I do recommend, though, not confusing a hair dryer with a with a vacuum cleaner, because that could result in pain and broken plastic, which results in pain. It's a vicious cycle. Why not use a leaf blower, Lowko? That's a good question, man. I could probably use a leaf blower. I would have to like get my diesel out and like refuel that thing, but I think the blow dryer is doing its job. But that's quite a suggestion. If you have a leaf blower, maybe consider using that. Okay. Today we are doing 2 colors only, apparently. Okay, I think this is a pretty good setup right now. A pretty strong color of the cream. Now we gotta tidy up some of our mistakes. And then we'll move on. Not a terrible start. No. Steal your girlfriend's girl stuff for mini building? Dude, 100%. Something else that you can definitely take from your girlfriend's, she doesn't care, she doesn't mind, dude. It's any form of tweezers. Tweezers are also really nice for miniature building. You know, the type of stuff she like uses to pluck her eyebrows or whatever? Yeah, I recommend taking one of those. That's what I did. Lowko, you're assuming Twitch chat has a girlfriend? Oh yeah, that's, okay. Am I new to Warhammer? It's been about a year. I've been painting for about a year. We all knew it was Lowko's tweezers all this time. I don't think I have my own pair of tweezers. I mostly just use Laurent stuff, dude. Do I have to admit this? Is this a shameful thing? Okay, we'll do another coat of that when we get to actually painting the green. The brows are on fleek, don't lie to us. Thanks, bro. I've never had a compliment on my eyebrows before, but I will cherish this forever. Okay. So we gotta do a little bit of wet blending. I wanna do a wet blend for darker recessed areas. So we have some of this color. That's the base color I used for the cloak. I'm actually gonna use a new puddle. And then I wanna use a darker color for all of the dark areas. So I'm gonna use a similar color, but slightly darker. It's actually kind of nice. On this this type of paint, you can see the different shades that they sell for each of the colors. So in the category of light neutrals, I'm gonna take one that is quite a bit darker. Yeah, we're painting the lion. I'll probably need to get like a another color as well for this at some point, but so all of the folds are naturally going to be darker. So if I think about like the miniature like this over here should be quite a bit darker than the other side right next to it. Now, I'm not a star when it comes to wet blending, so we're gonna have to figure this out together. This is very much, I'm by no means an expert in mini painting, by the way. I feel like I've made some decent progress over the last year, but I want to try and do a decent job with this. Maybe I should use a slightly smaller brush for this, but it's gonna take quite a few passes to get right anyways. So we take some of the original base color and we try to have a little bit of fluff on my brush. We try to blend those two colors reasonably cleanly together. This will take a couple of passes as well. So the idea is that we have, let me see if I can maybe, maybe I can lower the brightness here a little bit. Oh, I can just take the in-camera brightness down a little bit. There we go. So I want the darker recess to be more visible. What's going on, Aerodreth? Hello, hello. Am I gonna be playing Timberborn again? Ooh. I have been thinking about playing some Timberborn. I'll definitely play it whenever that game comes out. But I don't know when that game is coming out. Is this too dark now? I think it's a little too dark. Okay. No, I have not tried the game in a little while. I did do like an update with Bad Tide. So I do have a playthrough up of that on more Lowko, but it's been a little bit since I've last played the game. I know they did another update since then too. Okay. I would like to blend this out a little bit. Same for the area right behind it. I would like this to be a little bit darker too. This whole spot over here should be darker. So this is far recessed into the cape. Try and see if I can blend that a little bit too. I mean, this is going to be practically invisible. There's a section over here that I haven't even gotten the base coat paint on. But I guess that'll do. Looking good so far? Hey, thanks. I think this section over here should be a little darker. Take some of the brighter color again. Try to drag them into one another. Same on the other side. Obviously, we do something similar as well with a light color later. Just to try and get a bit of color variety in there. I don't know how visible that is, but we're trying to do a transition from like a dark tan color to a medium color, I guess is what we can call it. This miniature is Lionel Johnson. He's the Primarch of the Dark Angels. I want all of this to be a bit darker, because this is going to be covered by his body. And as it goes down, we want this to get lighter. And this area also needs to be darker still, because this is the bottom of the fold.